Nice to see you all again here. Right. So I'm very happy to see you all here, and we can share our discussion here. All right. So during the meeting, I encourage everyone to speak up and ask questions, and also maintain positive communications and interactions and open discussion atmosphere. All right. Let's start with the topic for today. So the topic I'm gonna share with you all is these two. All right. The first, the trend of investing in cryptocurrency and common misconception people have about it. All right. And number two, grab the opportunity to start a business with BitNest. Taking action first is the key to success. Right. So I believe that life requires hard work. Okay. Everyone need to strive for their own way for living. Okay. Nothing will drop from the sky. Okay. Especially the airdrop. Don't believe it. So each person should have a love for life and persistent pursuit of their dream. So in our life, whether it is work or investment, I don't think it's just a way to pass the time, but rather a means to create our own wealth through our professional knowledge. So in the pursuit of opportunities, we need systematically evaluations and research, just as BitNest did in its development process. Every significant decision and actions was carefully considered and thoroughly analyzed. So this professionalism and systematic approach is what we should learn from when facing opportunities. Okay, so I would like to say that regardless of the field, the key to success lies in daring to try, grabbing opportunities, and being well prepared. Operations support by professional teams and strong platform often manage to grab opportunities more steadily and achieve higher returns. Okay, and this is word for you all. I hope that it can inspire you and can motivate you. All right. Okay, let's get today's topic started. Okay, let's talk about old story. So from a long time, whenever someone talk about Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, I would think this is a scam. Okay, that was many years back. All right, I first time heard about crypto in 2015 because of a friends lost a lot of money in investment in Bitcoin. So at that time, one Bitcoin was around $200 to $300. Then in 2017, came across cryptocurrency again during a seminar. So the speaker encouraged the audience to buy some Bitcoins, but I ignored the advice. So, but at the time, Bitcoin was around 4,000. Okay, again, well, 200-300 become 4,000. So I encountered Bitcoin once more again in April 2024, and it had reached the price of 73,000. Right, and as we all know, on 4th of December 2024, Bitcoin it hit a new high, all-time historical high time of 100,003 and 3. Right, and then you just look at the history of the Bitcoin price. Okay, 2010 0.9, and then from 2011 becomes 26.9, and 2012 become 123. Then it becomes 687. Okay, then it drops. Then 2018 is 20,000. Okay, and then until 2020 is 68,000, and 2023 is 73,000. right? And then look at this is the latest. You can see that, right? This is the trend between 201, the trends, okay? You can see that on the March of 26, cost of 86,000 and the BTC volume, right? You can see that this is the history record, okay? And you can see all this, all right? This is all the records you can see, all right? Open how much, close how much, the volumes, okay? Right. So what is it? What this is all this means to me and you, right? First of all, before I did any real research or gain a proper understanding, I wrongly believe that Bitcoin and all types of cryptocurrency were scam. Okay, because of what? Unstable and unsustainable. Okay, I do not believe that this kind of concept. I think that this is what you all happens when you go and invite people that's never been investing in cryptocurrency. It's very hard for them to believe that. But however, because of that mindset, I ignore professional advice in 2017. Just imagine if I have listened back then and I invest 10 Bitcoin in 2017 and how much money that's it worth now and how much money that I have missed out. Imagine 2017 is around $200-300. What if I own 10 Bitcoin now? Today price is 77,000. Okay, 10,000 10 Bitcoin is 770,000. That's a lot of money, right? So you are now trying to invite people to join, okay? And the situation is exactly the same. It's totally the same. I can say that 90% of people draw a conclusion without a proper understanding of Web3, DeFi, or how smart contract actually work. Okay? And then the worst part is they assume BitNest is just like those centralized investment platform without realizing key difference. Okay. The most important part is a lot of people they cannot see the difference between BitNest decentralized and those centralized projects. Okay. That's the point that you have to very focus and let them know. Okay, what is the difference? Okay, so first you need to clearly understand what they are about. Do they really understand how Web3, DeFi, and smart contract work or not? Do they really know how BitNest is structured and how the system is built? So if you can explain this thing clearly, I believe that the chances of them to joining will be much more higher. Okay. The question I heard the most is, will BitNest suddenly close, shut down? So when they ask this, is they still cannot fully understand how BitNest work, how DeFi work. All right. So I can confidently tell you that it won't be shut down. As long as the internet exists, it will continue running without interruptions. And don't forget, smart contracts are the predefined pieces of code that execute automatically. As long as there is an internet connection, they will keep running forever. Okay. And right now, many people are just like me in the 2017, ignoring advice and missing out on huge profits. Of course, back then, no one was willing to spend time to explain the detail or break things down for me. Okay, if I have someone who took the time to do that, what I'm doing now here in Zoom, I believe that I will have listened and I will have invest last time. Okay. So the main point is you have to explain it patiently. Okay. So in the past 2-3 years, the overall cryptocurrency market cap has grown by at least 5 times, maybe even more. I don't have an exact figure, but I know it's at least, of course, it's definitely more than 5 times. So some individual cryptocurrency have increased in value by hundreds of thousands of times. So in contrast, the price of gold has remained relatively stable. In 2017 is around 1,700 per ounce. Even today, it's only rise about 3,000 per ounce. All right. So over 9 years, that growth is just 70%. So maybe 1 year around 7 to 8% 1 year. Okay. So in 2017, the purchasing power of $1 is roughly equivalent to about $1.3 today. So meaning that it has increased by 30% over 9 years. Okay. So from 2017 until now, the average annual inflation rate for the US dollar has been around 3 to 5%. So leading to a cumulative price increase of approximately 27 to 45%. And now, if you look at the gold, its value has increased about 70% during the same period. But that rises only offset inflations at the higher end of 45%. So the real return is just around 25%, right? So over the decades, gold has only appreciated by 35% in real terms. So I can confidently say that gold has not outperformed inflation. You can verify this using data from the official source, like the Consumer Price Index (CPI). All right, okay, okay. So and here is the source. Okay, you can take a look on that. Right. Okay, and then you look at this. And how about how's the cryptocurrency perform? And look at this. Just how I was talking 9 years, 70%, but actually it's 25% only. But if you look at here, 1 year is the worst. If you compare with this, it's definitely cannot compare. If gold and any. So what I want to say is working hard, the traditional way is no longer enough for normal people like us to fight against the inflations. So in reality, you need to work hard and work smart. And that means choosing an advanced, innovative approach to truly stay ahead of inflation. Right? And how? How we going to stay ahead of inflation? By this. Just imagine you invest $1,000 for 28 days circulations. Right? First time circulate, you get 1,240. And then second, and then you invest the principal plus the profit together again to the second round. Then you become 1,537. Right? If you continue to do that for 1 year, then this is the amount that you get, 16,386. This is definitely a lot higher than gold and any banks, and you can fight against the inflation. Okay. So within BitNest, the look can generate 24% return in just 28 days. So that's the potential 312% annual returns. Okay. So even the more conservative saving bond option offer 12% around 12% money, which add up to 144 annually. Which income like this is become much easier for us to fight against the inflation effectively and sustainability. All right. So if you want to become extraordinary, you have to think outside the box. Many normal people still have major misconception about cryptocurrency. Okay. Here are the two most common. All right, first, cryptocurrency is just a virtual money with no real value. So this is a very huge misunderstanding. In reality, cryptocurrency are backed by blockchain technology, real-world use cases, and decentralized economic model. So they are program exact, not just a number on the screen. All right. And then the second, I don't know how to invest in crypto. Okay. So the truth is, investing in crypto is now easier than ever. You know, so platform like BitNest offers simplified, user-friendly option like loop and sandbox. You can start earning passive and even without deep technology knowledge. Okay. So the key is don't reject what you don't understand. Learn it, master it, and use it to get ahead. Right? Now, believing that cryptocurrency is the same as the virtual economy with no real foundations, no practical value, and driven purely by rumors. So it's simply unfound. One of the biggest features of cryptocurrency is the decentralizations. Okay, so of course it's volatile and fluctuations, but the overall market cap of crypto has shown a consistent upward trend over the times. In most other sectors, theoretically winner are favored than loser. But in crypto, it's opposite for early adopter and educated investor. Alright. So mainstream media continues tell the public that crypto is unsafe, is risky, discourage normal people from learning the truth and join in this massive opportunity. To me, crypto is an opportunity for normal people to overlap your class, to become from poor to become the rich. Okay, hold on, let me just reply this message first. Okay. And then we always hear that story of people getting scammed or losing money. So no matter which country you are in, everyone has been got these conditions. It's just a matter of how deeply. So people have been led to believe that cryptocurrency is unsafe and risky. But these assumptions often come from older generation, those who not truly understand the technology behind the blockchain. All right. Okay. So it's normal that because they don't understand, they will feel that they will give you a negative reactions. At first, the old is unavoidable, will be replaced by the new. So that's the cycle of process. So Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency to achieve a decentralized through blockchain technology, and it is often referred as a digital gold. Okay, as one popular video creator once said, gold has been safe haven asset for thousands of years. So in times of uncertainty, people has always turned to gold. However, in just the past century, humanity had made more technology progress than in the entire previous several thousand years combined. And then for thousands of years, you know, gold have been most safe assets, simply because of nothing else. Share the unique qualities because it's rare, cannot replicate. Okay, but now in the history, Bitcoin replace it. Right? Imagine that how much gold costs now, and so far crypto possesses all the qualities mentioned earlier. So in difficult times, gold is heavy, you cannot send, cannot store. Storage is a very concern, but in cryptocurrency, very easy. You can store in the online wallets or hard drive. You own it completely, and no one else know that's right. And from outside, people cannot know you're a crypto owner. So all you need to remember is your private key or password. So that's the power of true discrete ownership in the digital age, right? So Bitcoin is called digital gold for reasons, built on decentralized, introduced by Bitcoins. Smart contracts were later added to the blockchain technology, right? So these smart contracts are open source, okay? Meaning anyone can view the codes, right? Once deployed, they are automatically executed, cannot be modified, and are irreversible. Right? Okay, understand? So cryptocurrency is the future, and the main reason that is decentralized is unavoidable and unstoppable. Okay, our entire human society is moving towards value like democracy, freedom, equality, and respect for individual. So the number of the democratic nations has grown from just 30 a century over 100 years today, and the rise of democracy itself from a decentralized power shifting away from a single authority and towards the people. In the same spirit, cryptocurrency represents the next phase of the evolutions. Decentralized finance, decentralized ownership, and decentralized trust. Okay, all right. So, in addition, as society evolves and humanity progress, people are becoming increasingly aware of their privacy. So the structure of BitNest is designed to provide users with the highest level of privacy and security. All right. So let's look at this summary. Okay. Decentralized structure, no central authority control the system. Smart contract executions, everything runs automatically and trustless through codes. And then 3, user anonymity, no personal information is required to use the platform. And then transparent funds flow, all transactions are visible and verifiable on blockchain. And then also the last is the unstoppable network. As long as internet exists, business will never shut down. Okay? So Bitcoin is not just a platform, it's reflect of where the future of finance and technology is leading. Right? everything operate in alignment with the major trends of the future. The 5 key points mentioned earlier are truly things I believe everyone must deeply understand. Okay? Especially explain to people you want to invite. These 5 things, if you explain it clearly and they understand, I can guarantee that they will join your team. Not 100%, at least 50% or even more. Okay? But of course, before that, you yourself must also invest in the business product. Only that you can show them your real returns, and that's make your message truly convincing and powerful. All right. Let's go to the second topic. Okay. Grabbing the opportunity to start with business. Taking action first is the key to success. All right. So in the ever-changing 21st century, we are living in a world of limitless of possibilities. So the rapid development of technology, the globalizations, So, and one figure that has stood up for extraordinary vision and relentless innovations, a man who became a global icon, is the world's richest person, Elon Musk. All right. So this name has now become synonymous with technology innovations, space explorations, and electric vehicles. Okay, so she's not only the founder of Tesla, the electric car giant, but also the visionary leaders behind SpaceX. So the base exploration company. So beyond that, he also a pioneer promoting sustainable energy and even laying the groundwork for colonized Mars. So his story is a modern day legend about grabbing the opportunity of the era and having the courage to explore the unknowns. Right. So you can say that in this 21st century is era where everybody can be an entrepreneur. Opportunities are everywhere, but only a few truly grab the opportunity and ride to the wave of success. Okay, it did not. So Elon Musk didn't reach the top by luck. All right, it, it was his hardships, relentless education, and fearless willingness to take risks that set him apart. He did not wait for the future to come. He chose to create it with its own hand. So today, we stood at a brand new historical starting point, cutting edge like AI, big data, Internet of Things, blockchain are reshaping the world at an unprecedented pace. So among this rising field, one of the faster growing is the blockchain-based financial ecosystem. So, and it is within the powerful trend that business was born to not just as blockchain-driven innovative financial platforms, but as life-changing ecosystem that offer the ordinary people a real opportunity to transform their future. Right? So what is this that's early you join and promote business? The more likely you will become a leader in this new era. So because this world has always belonged to those who dare to take the first step. All right. While others are still watching from sideline, unsure about blockchain, unfamiliar with DeFi, or hesitating about the Web3 world. Okay, you have already completed your first smart contract investment or business. By the time others start hearing about business and begin creating their accounts, you have already built your first 3% core team. All right. And that's the power of being early. You're already building while others still thinking. Okay? That's the power of being early. You are already building while others are still thinking. While others are just learning how to use BitNest wallet and checking their earnings, your first wave of referral is already starting to grow and duplicate. Your second, third generation are expanding. While others begin building their teams and planning their structure, your organization already gone international, moving into global expansions. And by the time others truly feel the power of potential of BitNest, you already enjoy the passive income freedom brought by the 17 commission system. Can you see the difference? So this is the power of being the first mover. You are not waiting for the next big opportunity. You are already running towards it. As we often said, the gap between normal people and successful people is not about capabilities. It's about timing. When you choose to act, and normal people can become the next Elon Musk, not by chance, but by having the vision and courage to believe and go all in before others even understand what's happened. All right. BitNest offers exactly this kind of opportunity. A smart entrepreneur platform that is open to everyone, with zero barriers to entry and automated system powered by smart contracts. And here, you don't need an impressive background. You don't need to be a huge amount of capital. You don't even need a complex technical skill. All you need is a clear vision and the determination to take actions. All right. So BitNest 17-level commission system is a low smart lending mechanism, and its decentralized asset management platform together form a comprehensive wealth ecosystem. So those who join early naturally take the leads in the initial stage of network expansions. Every new team members, every level of duplications, and every referral become a channel for wealth to flow to you. The earlier you act, the stronger your foundations, and the greater your long-term rewards. Okay, so start sharing that right now and begin build your own team. Okay, remember, everyone around you is a potential downline. When you take the initiative and promote, you are laying the foundations for your future. So on the other hand, if you wait until everyone else is already doing it, when the market is saturated and the opportunity is diluted, you realize that your chances of success has become much slimmer. Act early, lead early, and success early. All right. And some people may still be skeptical. So is it too idealistic? Can it really be succeed? But we can find the answer in Elon Musk's journey, all right? When we founded SpaceX, nobody believed it. The private company could launch a rocket. When he introduced a Tesla, countless experts doubt that electric vehicle would never replace gas car, okay? But he didn't back down. He proved himself through times, action, and relentless executions. So today, BitNest is at similar stage, being understood by many, yet full of potential for those with vision and courage. Right? You might not be Elon Musk, but you can choose to be a person who take the right step at the right time. Okay? Remember this? When you post your first business earnings screenshot in your social cycle, maybe no one will like it. Really? When you host your first Zoom online meeting to introduce the platform, maybe only 2 people will show up. When you stay up late studying the system, editing short video, and building communities, you might feel alone. Okay? But after you stay consistent for 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, you'll be surprised to discover you're no longer fighting alone. You have been built a community of like-minded partners, all working together to shape the future. You have not only seen the financial growth, but also gained influence and trust. And what you have built is not just a team, it's a long-term and win-win ecosystem. Right? So BitNest is a journey into the future. The question is, will you take the first step now, or until we others have already succeeded? The future has always belonged to those who dare to take actions. Act now, align yourself with the pace of technology progress. the early bird gets the worm. Write down your visions, define your missions, and set your own goal. Start with BitNest and let's begin the journey to a new era of wealth that truly belongs to you. All right. Okay, so that's all for my sharing for today. Right. I hope that it will help you all in the team buildings. Right. I think I will end it up here. Thanks for everyone. Thanks and bye. Thank you.